What's up, guys? Welcome back to Coaching from the Couch and to the first ever Quad Box. You may have you may have seen all of us on Coaching from the Couch before, but never all four of us in the same episode. Well, you're getting that for the Divisional Round. I'll just go around and introduce you guys to everyone because you may not know a couple of these guys. Obviously, you know Coach Kaleb, myself, Coach Smooty. Right down below, we have Coach Nick Daniels, who was one of the pioneers, took a hiatus from the couch, but he's back. He apparently doesn't care enough to make a background, but we'll let him be in his comeback. And then, of course, I would say a weekly usual when he wants to, Billiam.
It is not when I wants to. I had issues with work. I'm back.
Bro, this is work, motherfucker.
This is work.
Hey, I'm back. Chill.
All right. Hopefully, in the future, this is what you will see from now on, the Quad Box. Hoping everyone can stay consistent and committed to the couch. So what we're going to be talking about in this episode is the Divisional Round, NFL playoffs, had a crazy wild card weekend, and the results are here, Divisional Round. Whoever moves on is going to their conference's championships, and then whoever moves from there, Super Bowl. So this is a very important weekend, as we all know. You win and you stay, or you lose and you go home. Let's dive right in. We're literally just going to go in chronological order throughout this weekend. So the day game on Saturday is Rams going to Lambeau, snowy Lambeau, SoCal to Lambeau. Rams at Packers. Packers are -6.5. Does anyone have the over-under in this game? The over-under is 45.5. Interesting lines. We've never done a quad box, so I don't really know what rotation to go to, but let's start with Kaleb.
All right, bet. So the Rams, I thought that the Seahawks were going to beat the Rams for sure. I don't really like the Rams, really hit or miss. I think the Packers are playing too well. I think 6.5, I'll take the Packers -6.5. The Packers are allowing 25 points or less in their last 6 games, and Rodgers is playing like MVP, so I'll just keep it simple. Packers -6.5.
I guess I'll just go next. I'm also taking Packers -6.5. I think that's way too low for what a lot of people would say is like easily the second best team. I think the Rams kind of squeezed their way here. I thought the Seahawks were going to beat them, but I'm going to take 6.5 because I think that's honestly probably going to be like a 10-plus point game. Packers should roll through them pretty easily. The Rams are kind of hurt.
All right, Daniels, what you got?
Listen, we saw something like this last week with the Bills. Okay, I'm not falling back in the trap. The Rams are winning the Super Bowl. The Rams are winning the Super Bowl. This game is also going under, way under. Rams are going to win the Super Bowl right now.
You know, Aaron Donald's his ribs are a little hurt.
Listen, I heard that he's going to be fine from his coach.
He's playing.
He'll be fine. He'll be out there. Now, let me give you a little piece here. Okay, if they first of all, the under, like he said, they've 25 points per game or less for them. The Rams total, like 2 games ago, was like 40. So we know they're an under machine. If they have any chance to win, like I think they are.
Last game was 50.
That's one, though, before that.
Okay, so don't say last game if it wasn't last game.
It was last game.
Last game was 30-20. That's 50 points, and it went over.
The game is going under 45.
Okay.
And the Rams are going to win.
All right. Do you want to – okay, so do you want money line as your official pick?
No, give me the 6.5.
You got the 6.5.
They're going to win.
All right. All right. Daniels and I last week were all over the Bills, -6.5. Literally the same thing. We bought them to 4. We got humped. They're up 14. We're chilling. We think everything's fine. All of a sudden, Jack Doyle is wide open 50 yards down the field, and then he catches a 2-point conversion. The Bills win by 3, -4 is busted. Awful sequence. Okay, so I literally feel the same about the Bills game. And I literally hate Rams plus 6.5. SoCal, it's not, it's really warm there. It's not going to be warm in Lambeau. It's going to be 29 degrees and cloudy, no snow, so that's a plus. In the playoffs, you have to be uncomfortable. You got to be uncomfortable to win. And you got to win uncomfortable games. And here we are, making the uncomfortable picks. Today, this game, I'm going to pick only uncomfortable picks. I'm going Rams plus 6.5. And
bold.
Breaking news: the House of Representatives impeaches Donald Trump. Continue.
Why are we making
Harden to the net.
No. Enough. We're not doing anything about politics.
I wasn't saying anything. I was just saying the news as it popped up. We're first to break news.
Well, the people that are watching this, it'll be later. So,
well, by the time they see it, we might be in anarchy.
Thanks for the news break. I'm glad that I blocked out what Daniels was about to shout. You had to know that was going to end wrong. Do something. So we're not going to talk about politics. Maybe in the future we will, but for right now we are not. We're focusing on divisional round. So we'll move on. So Kaleb, you got everyone's pick in. Anyone want to mention the Rams versus Packers? Anything else?
Aaron Rodgers is going to kill Jared Goff.
Nick, let's get a little spiel right now for Rams, why they're going to win the Super Bowl, like why you believe that. Let's just get a little tiny bit for content for the Instagram.
Back on the fucking Rams train. They killed me against the Dolphins. Killed me. Took me off the earth when they lost to the Dolphins.
Took you off coaching from the couch.
Took me off. Caused me to go into a hiatus. I was out. And now I'm all back in on them. Okay, defense, number 1 in the league. I was all over the Seahawks. They beat them. So now I'm all over the Rams. Beat the shit out of Aaron Rodgers. They're going to the Super Bowl. They're probably going to be playing the Cleveland Browns in the Super Bowl.
Get the fuck out of here.
Anyway, no.
All right, we'll move on. That's exactly what we're looking for. Dumb takes. So we'll move on. You guys
trying to take over Bad Takes Bill.
There's going to be a little war between these two, but if you've been watching this show, you know who to trust and who not to. We'll move on. Ravens at Bills. At Bills, Buffalo is -2.5. Over/under is 50. The weather is snowing in Orchard Park, New York. 37 degrees and snowing. So I don't know why that makes sense because it has a snow under 30 degrees. So weather report might be a little bit off, but it's going to be very cold, almost snowing probably. I think we're going to see some flurries. Anyways, let's go in the same rotation. Kaleb, what do you think on this game?
I'm going to take the Ravens plus 2.5 for 2 reasons. Number 1, J.K. Dobbins has been running the shit out of the ball. Low-key, he's been playing well. So I think that the Bills' defense is not that great anyway. They've been playing better, but it's not great. I think the Ravens just – I don't know. I feel like they're going to pull it out. They played well last week. I didn't think that they were going to – I thought that they could have lost to the Steelers for sure. They played the Steelers? No, the Browns played the Steelers. They could have lost last week for sure.
To the Titans.
To the Titans, yeah. And I thought the Titans were going to win. But I think the Ravens are kind of on one this year. They got short last year. I think that they're going to beat the Bills. And I think that the snow, if there's snow, that takes Josh Allen and Stefon Diggs' game away a little bit. So I'll take the Ravens.
I like that take.
Okay, so you're wrong. The snow is not going to do anything to Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a god. Soon to be known to all, but I think some people already realize. They're 6-2 against the spread at home. I love Bills weather. I love betting the Bills in Bills weather. I mean, that's weather that only that shitty team could understand. So I love that line. I think Josh Allen, regardless of weather, kills them with the long ball. Maybe even helped by the weather as they won't expect it. And I think they also might win by 10 points. I don't really like the Ravens here.
Marlon Humphrey's about to lock Diggs up.
No, fun fact. I was blown away when I saw this. So, okay, if you guys were watching the Titans game, they went up 10-0 off of an A.J. Brown OPI, offensive pass interference, which, by the way, a little note, penalties were barely called in any single game except for the Saints game this weekend. Just a little note. But this is
against the Bears most of the time.
Yeah. It was just Bears-Saints game. Other than that, there was literally no penalties called at all, including this touchdown caught by A.J. Brown. And they gave a little stat right after the touchdown. Marlon Humphrey is the either most or second most targeted cornerback in the NFL.
He's on the guy every week.
I don't know if that's a testament to how he baits the quarterback or whether they're not going to throw to Marcus Peters on the other side of the field. I don't know what it is, but I was shocked because Marlon Humphrey's a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, so I think it's a combination of that, and I mean, if he's weaker than, on film, if he's weaker than the stats prove, obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
if you don't have to throw out Marcus Peters, if you're
a Pro Bowler though, and you're getting targeted like that, that's kind of crazy. I think that's just that they have two really good corners, and I think that's just how it rolls sometimes.
I think he's better than Peters though. I think it's a testament to him baiting, but maybe not. Anyways, Daniels, what's the pick? I'm very intrigued to hear this one.
You talked about being uncomfortable. Let's go back to back last week with these same Bills. Felt so comfortable taking the Bills. Now you get the Bills at 2. Everybody and their mother is on the Bills at -2. You know how I know that? Everybody and their mother was on the Bills at 6.5 last week, including fucking me. So the Bills can't contain the edge. If you can't contain the edge against Lamar Jackson, you are fucked. He's going to run for about 150 to 200 yards on them, 2 to 3 touchdowns. He might not even have 130 passing yards.
Wrong.
He's not going to fucking have to. Dobbins is going to add another score on the ground. What's the over-under here?
50.
50? Over. You can feel comfortable taking the over and super fucking uncomfortable taking the Ravens.
Are you taking both?
I'll take both.
All right.
I'll take both.
Big game for Tremaine Edmonds.
Okay, so
massive game for Tremaine Edmonds.
He's been not.
Dude, who is that guy?
I'm serious. His size as a middle linebacker shrinks the field a lot against a running quarterback. I'm telling you, it's a big game for him.
I mean, maybe we'll see.
6'7".
He's 6'7".
Fast.
He's really that big?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
I mean, whether you like him or not, you got to admit he's had a subpar year, and I don't know why.
I know, and it's a big game for him.
And that may be a little bit of a testament of missing Milano next to him, so he has to pick up some slack. But whatever. So okay, I can't get on the right side of the Bills. I've tried all year because they're a fun team to watch, but I tried last week. I tried to respect them, and they haven't earned it. Josh Allen's fun to watch. I like your overpick, but their defense, they're so leaky, bro. And here's what I'm thinking: the comfortable pick for me was Bills -2. Nick, you're right. Bills. I mean, I think they could be in the Super Bowl. I think they could challenge the Chiefs next week. But I'm going to take the Ravens, and that means they're probably not going to make it to next week because it's -2. So that means the Ravens are probably just going to win outright. But here's why I'm taking them. Obviously, I have to stay with my uncomfortable pick that I've been rocking so far. I'm going to keep doing that the whole episode. The uncomfortable pick is the Ravens +2.5. I recommend you buy 1.5, get it to 4 or something, but we'll take the 2.5 for the sake of the show. Here's why I think the Ravens could win now. What I said earlier in the episode. Did you see Jack Doyle backdoor us on a 2-point conversion and a 50-yard bomb? Who's a top 5 tight end in the NFL and basically Lamar's only target? Mark Andrews. He only throws to Mark Andrews. And guess who's been getting more involved? Marquise Brown. Guess who snapped against the Bills last week on jet sweeps and nice little posts around the field? Michael Pittman. He's another fast-ish wide receiver. Obviously, he's way bigger than Marquise Brown, but I could see Marquise leaking out there, running all over the Bills, doing some jet sweeps. I like this. Lamar, the Ravens, they have some swagger. They've literally won like 9 in a row. They started off 6-5. Everyone was writing them off. They're going to start getting it rolling a little bit, and here's the big difference. Josh Allen's going to get some points. The Bills are going to get some points. but Phillip Rivers just put up 24 on the Bills. And,
Phil Rivers!
And if you say Lamar Jackson can't throw, Phil Rivers can't throw. And Lamar is basically Phil Rivers' arm stats with a stronger arm, less accurate. He just doesn't throw a lot. So it basically evens out to his arm, and then Lamar can run. The Ravens have a real shot, bro. And if it's snowing, that benefits the Ravens more because the Bills don't have a run game, really.
None.
Nick and I were texting during the game. Josh Allen is running back 1.
Yeah, he is.
So we'll see. I mean, we'll see. It's the comfortable pick is the Bills. That's why I'm going Ravens, and I just justified it. So we'll move on.
One more thing.
Right.
Lamar also has a chip on his shoulder too. I think he knows he's coming ready to play. He's not going to get bitched out like last year. So that's why another reason I want to take him too. I feel like they're playing real high energy.
I feel like also, though, he kind of just proved he got his playoff win so he could get kicked out now. I wouldn't be surprised if Bills win, but the uncomfortable pick, and I think the right pick is Ravens. So
let's get it.
We'll see. This is where Vegas doesn't miss. They miss all regular season to bait you here. So we'll see. Here we go. Chiefs, Browns, please. This game is going to make me puke. I know some of you guys are going to say some stupid shit here. This game is going to make me we'll just go for it. Kaleb, Browns are going into Arrowhead at the Chiefs. Browns are plus 10. Over under is 57 points. I have no idea who's even traveling with the Browns, if Stefanski's back, if the rest of the guys are back, if Denzel Ward is back. But that's a big over under. That's a big spread. Kaleb, what do you like?
I wouldn't be surprised if in the first quarter, maybe the first half, that if it was close, because the Browns can run the shit out of the ball and the Chiefs allow 4.5 yards per carry, and that's what the Browns do. But Baker will not be able to keep up with Mahomes, dude. They're too good. They're just head and shoulders above the Browns. So I think that this is just, don't think too much about it and let the Chiefs get to the freaking Super Bowl and do their thing and get in a rhythm.
All right, Billiam. I'm about to plug my ears, but I'm going to listen to you. What do you got?
Well, in the Chiefs' last 7 wins, they haven't beat anyone by 10 points or more. They are, if I'm not mistaken, 3-5 against the spread at home. I like the Browns plus 10. I think 10's a lot of points in the playoffs, especially getting deep. And the Chiefs, without a doubt, will win the game. But I don't know if it'll be by more than 10 points. I mean, I could see, like you said, I could see the Browns' run game putting up points against them. I could see them taking time away from the Chiefs. So I think Browns plus 10 is honestly like the safe bet here.
I think Andy Reid has a scheme, and he's just going to kick their ass.
All right. To be fair, or to be clear, Billiam, I wasn't shaking and groaning at you. I'm looking at Daniels down below, and he's being obnoxious. He shook his head when you said Chiefs are going to win. So this is what's going to make me want to turn the computer off. He already said the Rams and the Browns are going to the Super Bowl. So let's hear it. Let's hear it. They beat the Steelers, Nick. They were 1-5 in their last 6.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs haven't covered a game in the last 9 weeks. The last 9 weeks, they have not covered a game. 0-8 or 0-7-1 against the spread, depending what you got the number of the Saints game at. Some people got it at 3.5. Some people got it at 3. So they could easily be 0-8 their last 10 against the spread. You think the Browns are bad at 7-10 overall against the spread. The Chiefs are 6-9-1. So it's not like they're covering games. Billiam said it best. They should have lost to the Falcons. They haven't beat anyone by more than 7 or 10 points, whatever it is, in 7 or 8 weeks. It's horrid.
It's like 4 points, actually. They've been winning by like 4.
All right. You see this shit, though. They're up 14 or 20 on the Dolphins, and then somehow the Dolphins get these fucking bullshit.
No, especially with plus 10, you're asking for a back.
So
I know what you're saying. But I think it's playoff time, and they're going to whoop their fucking ass.
So here's my take. Chubb and the Browns, for them to win, they're going to have to run the clock. They're going to have 8-minute drives, which goes for the under. The fucking under. This 57 is such a reaction to last week. The only way that this game, we all know how sports work. Entertainment business. For them to have an entertaining fucking game, the Browns are going to have 8-minute drives. Run down the field, use Chubb. The Chiefs have the worst they're the worst against the run in yards per game. They have the least sacks on the quarterback at 32, and they have the second to worst, or maybe the worst yards per play on defense in the NFL. Give me the Browns plus 10 under money line.
All three.
I'm betting on Baker just messing up and throwing like a pick or just a fumble, a pick six.
He's only thrown one pick since like week 8.
It's still Baker,
To be clear, your Super Bowl prediction now is Browns and Rams.
The two worst teams in the playoffs right now.
Okay, all right. So as the viewers just saw, the comfortable pick is the dog plus 10 in the playoffs. Are you kidding?
I don't know if it is. If I'm being honest, I think this line's going up, bro.
No, I think definitely the comfortable pick.
I think this line's going up. I think it's 11.5 by game start. Quote it.
Well, I think that would depend on who's playing, maybe.
Okay, I'm going against my comfort, and my comfort is taking a 10-point dog in the playoffs in the divisional round who beat the shit out of the 3 seed. That's just mine. That's my comfort. So my uncomfort is about to be justified. Chiefs minus 10 is my pick. Here's why. Andy Reid, I think you guys are forgetting. Andy Reid off of a bye in his career, 23-5.
Thank you.
Andy Reid off of a bye in the playoffs, 5-2. That's all I need to say first off. Now, the Browns are super public. And Kaleb said it perfectly. This is where the Chiefs turn it up. Here's another reason why the Browns are public. The Browns are all hyped up. The Browns is the Browns, blah, 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 blah. We know why the Browns are public. Do you want to know why the Chiefs are not the public pick? Because it's a 10-point dog in the playoffs, and because the Chiefs, the last few games you've seen the Chiefs, 38-21 loss. I know Mahomes isn't playing, but some idiots won't know that. Atlanta, they almost lost to them. They had to have a game-winning drive. Fresh in you guys' minds right now, you don't even know it. You don't like the Chiefs because of what you've seen, and Vegas knows that. Vegas knows you better than you know yourself. Chiefs minus 10 is the easiest thing I've ever seen.
Just to give you all a heads up, we got 10 minutes left on this, or 9 minutes on this Zoom.
Yeah, they're allowing us to do that. So, yeah, I know. I got the alert. So we'll be done by then. We have one more game to pick. Yep. Any other comments about that game?
No.
Don't sleep on Andy. That's it.
Don't sleep on Andy. Don't sleep. Come on, it's the Chiefs.
This next game is going to be a hard one to talk about.
I think this is pretty cut clear for my strategy and what's going to happen. But Buccaneers at Saints. Saints are -3. Over under is 52. Let's just get right into it. Kaleb, what's the pick?
All right. There's no way that the Bucs lose to the Saints 3 times in this year. There's just no way. You think the GOAT's gonna go out there and he's got to kill him. He's played them twice now. He's gonna kill him. He's gonna throw 3 tutties.
He's gonna kill the guy. He's gonna put him in retirement.
3. He's gonna put Drew Brees, in a wheelchair. Done. Brees is done after this game. It's gonna be
which sucks. Prayers up to Brees. I like him.
Love the guy. Let's go 35-21 Bucks. Ass whooping.
Bet.
Okay. Yes.
Hold on. Prediction. These 2 guys are on the Saints. Just my prediction. Let's hear it.
What do you mean?
He's guessing that you 2 are on the Saints.
No. First, like Kaleb said, 3rd matchup in the same year. I think we all could agree, maybe, this is it for Drew, right? He's probably done. This is the last hurrah. I would love to see Drew go out and go to a bowl. I would love to see him win. I just don't think it's going to happen because he's not going to lose. He's not going to beat Tom Brady 3 times in the same year. Easily, obviously, I'll take the +3. I'll take the money line. I think this is going to be maybe not as bad as Kaleb said. Alvin Kamara's back. Probably will do a little bit of damage to them, but I think Bucs win this game, at least by a touchdown. So,
Okay.
They're just ramped up, dude. They're ready.
This game, you feel comfortable taking the Bucs +3, right?
No, you don't.
I don't.
You
I
do.
just love them.
Everybody knows that they've lost twice, blah, blah, blah. It feels comfortable either way, depending on how you see the game, if I'm being honest.
yeah, I think you feel comfortable taking the Saints.
I am not over or on either side of this fucking game. I am all over the over. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on the call. Last game of the weekend.
Oh.
2 high-powered offenses. You know what that produces? Points. Because that's the only way they're going to get any emotion out of Joe Buck on a broadcast. If they're fucking touchdowns. That is the only way. All over the over. If the Saints win, it's going to be one kind of game. If the Bucs win, it's going to be a different kind of game. Both of them result in points. A lot of them. I think it could be 35-31, 40-35. Like, this game is going over no matter what. Hopefully the Bucs win, but I'm taking the over. That's my opinion on this game.
All right. I've been trying to
Fuck Joe Buck!
I've been trying to find this tweet. I saw it over the week, and it actually made me a little uncomfortable. It was like, so the Bucs play the Saints for the 3rd time. There's no way they lose 3, right? Wrong. Teams that have played 3 times in a row, the winner of the first 2 actually have a 67 win percentage or something like that, or something crazy like that. Like, it's something that makes you think Saints. Makes me very uncomfortable, but there's one thing, and I'm literally just doing this. I'm also a Tampa Bay fan, so this is probably out of the 3 picks I've had, the most comfortable one I'll take, but I'm going to take it. There's one thing. You know how Tom Brady does those videos every week after there's a win? He said, and he made it before the Saints were playing the Bears, so he didn't know if he was going to be playing the Rams or the Saints. He's taking a video, and he could have a home game against the Rams. If the Bears beat the Saints, he could have had it. But he takes the video and he goes, "Great win last night. Finding out who we play today. I think you know who we want." And then they show fucking replays.
He's ready.
I lost it. I turned to my dad. I go, "We're going to the Superdome. We're going to the Superdome, and we're coming out of it. And then we're going to Lambeau."
And the last time they played, it was 38-3.
Or this is what I would really hope. I don't want to go play in Lambeau. I want to play the Rams at home again.
Yes.
If the Rams beat the Packers, we have a home game, NFC Championship, and then a home game Super Bowl. We're kidding, right? We're kidding.
We might have to go.
Let's not get – we will. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves, though. We're going to take it a game at a time. Bucs +3. Bucs are winning by a touchdown or more, but Bucs +3.
Give me Saints -3 now.
Oh, all right. So now, I mean, we'll go locks now. We'll just tell everyone which our favorite pick was from the episode, because we can't really have an extra lock.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have like a player prop or something you want to choose there, or a team total, or a first half line. But Kaleb, what's your lock of the week?
Sheesh. The game, I'd say,
Real quick.
I'm loving the Bucs here, dude. I think they're playing so well. I think that I just love them. And it also helps if I want them to win and I really want to root for them. So, like, I think I'm just going to go Bucs +3. I think that's my favorite for sure.
My favorite, Mitch's very own daddy, Aaron Rodgers and his boys, -6.5.
Love
all
that.
day.
Love to hear that one.
It's fade Billiam season. My lock of the week is Rams +6.5.
Dude, fucked up. Dude, you're betting on a quarterback with pins in his thumb, bruh. He can't even – his thumb is probably numb. He probably will not regain feeling in that thumb.
They're going to have 2 defensive touchdowns somehow.
Oh, my God.
All right. Well, this is – I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't like this pick. I've already said it, but I do like it at the same time. Ravens minus 2.5. I don't
Plus
Plus, yeah.
or plus 2.5. It's just to kind of mix it up too. We all chose a different lock, but I just think Ravens plus 2.5. I'm really uncomfortable about it, but at the same time, I'm really comfortable with it. This weekend's kind of hard, but I think we're gonna come out with Packers and the Bucs in the NFC, and Bills and Chiefs. I think the Bills win by 1. 24-23.
Bills Browns shocked the world. Bills Browns shocked the world.
Ravens cover, Bills win.
If the Saints win this week and the Rams win this week, the Rams are going to the Super Bowl. They do not allow any plays downfield, and Drew Brees cannot throw the ball downfield. That's a terrible matchup for them. It'll be in the Superdome again, and they're going to get fucked again. All
right. Well, thank you guys for watching so much. The first ever quad box, you were just a part of it. Good luck this weekend. Comment below who you think has the best picks, who you think is moving on this weekend. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on our socials. They're down in the description below. And be tuned for more episodes coming soon. Peace and love.
We love you.